Yeah, now I started. Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized.
Yes, yes. Even I forgot. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, this file is there, right? If you see this file, you can able to understand. So this default and static two keywords, and so if you want to add two more methods inside your interface, you have to mention these methods as a default or static. So these are the two more new features available in JDK 8.
Mhm.
This is clear, right? This functional interface.
Right.
Functional interface and Lambda expressions. These are the very important. If you go for everywhere, they will ask, do you know Lambda expressions? What is that? Why you will use? How we will use? What is the class to use the Lambda expression? The class is, it must be a functional interface. Correct?
Right.
What is functional interface? They will ask immediately. Functional interface which should have only one abstract method, and if you want to add some more method implementation, it must be default or static. Then only it will follow the functional interface definition. If you want to add, if you want to consider this is 100% functional interface, add this annotation so that in future if other people are trying to add one more uh, abstract method, it won't allow. Correct?
Right.
So in this way you can able to protect your class just by adding this annotation.
Mm.
So it's clear, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
it was introduced in JDK 1.8. Did you see this since? So now I will see the last feature. It will not take much time. Maybe it will take maximum 2 minutes. Streams. The last one is streams. Okay, yes. So better you can add these kind of words, demo, test. So instead of getting that kind of problems. So let me close this browser. Why? Because my machine is in bad situation. I don't know when it is going to get hanging. If I open two browsers, it is getting hanging. So I
Mm.
need to format this machine this Saturday, Sunday, one day. Okay, the last feature is streams. So what is the purpose of the streams? Say for instance, now I'm going to create a list equal to new array list. So just I created a new simple list. I imported all the interfaces, all those things. So now what I want to do, I'm going to add some elements. I want to add more elements for testing purpose. So I'm going to use some for loop to add more number of elements into my, instead of adding manually, I'm using one for loop and I'm adding 100 numbers.
Mm.
So now list dot add I, correct?
Mhm.
So this is where if my list is having now 100 elements, correct?
Right.
Because I iterated for loop and every time I'm adding the I into my list, correct? So now
Mhm.
what I want to do, I want to retrieve the elements from my list. So how we are going to retrieve it, how we are going to read it. So it's a major change in JDK 8. So previously we are using forEach loop, right?
Mhm.
We, as part of first example, list dot forEach we use it, right?
Right.
In the similar way, now also list dot, as part of list we have a concept called here stream. So this is a new method available. There is a new method. It is available inside the list called stream. So what is the purpose of the stream? So what it will do, it will try to read the elements and it will give you inside a list. Now all the elements are copied into a stream. Okay, so now why we are reading the elements from list to stream? So what is the purpose? So what is the purpose? Say for instance, now inside the list I want to take now inside the list we have numbers from 0 to 100, right? Now I want to take elements only from stream str new equal to str dot filter.
Somewhere we have to define the integer, right?
Integer is not required. So what is this saying? Fee operator is undefined for arguments object comma integer. So here, so we have to define object. I will tell you why object. Okay, in that case, what you will do? Can mention this one as a integer if it is getting confused. Yes. So now why it is expecting some generic kind of thing. So what is this number? What you are trying to add in this list? Did you mention any generic here?
No.
We are not mentioning any integer or float or double, right? So that's what whenever you are applying for so this condition, right? Here you didn't mention anything, right? What kind of elements you are adding here? We know integers we are adding, right? But
Right.
to make it generics, we used to mention here integer or float, right? So in that case, when we are trying to get the elements from as a stream, we have to mention the type of elements. What type of elements you are? It is there inside the list. It is mandatory here. Otherwise, you are not able to add this condition. Now you are saying integer, so you can add here integer. So what is the type of elements available here? Integer. So which it is having all the integers. Okay, it is having all the integers, and the integer it should be I want to retrieve the numbers only which is having more than 50, correct? 50 to 100. So I'm adding one condition and I'm getting a new stream, correct? So how to print the elements? I think as part of the previous example we saw new stream dot forEach, correct? New
Right.
consumer, and consumer is interface. Inside that we have a method called accept. So what is the elements is having this stream? Integer, right? So copy this one and say here I have only integers, and say this one is an integer t, and print it. So now let me print it whether we will get 50 to 100 or not. So it is starting. Did you see this? So initially I added here 100 elements. After that I converted this to stream. So we will see what is the purpose of the stream. Okay, after that I'm trying to take only some set of numbers. I want only the numbers from 50 to 100 only. So I'm making a condition which is I'm filtering the elements which is having elements greater than 50. So I will get a subset or substream and I'm displaying it. So how we are displaying it? Same like a previous, the first example for each. So I'm using for each and I'm iterating the elements.
All right.
Okay, stream means what it will do, it will create one stream of data, one stream, single stream, meaning it will create data like this. People can take from here, you can take elements like this. It is fast, right? Instead of taking one elements, here what we are taking, parallelly we are taking elements, right, from one stream, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we are creating a stream and we are reading the elements parallelly. It will take more, it will take very less time, right?
Right.
So that is the advantage of stream. So that's what we are not reading directly by using for loop. We are reading parallelly the elements from the stream. So it is taking very less time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are using streams and we are reading the elements. So instead of we can read directly also, but we are not reading directly. So we are using stream concept and we are assigning the elements and we can add the filters. So this is one of the new facility. So you can able to add the conditions however you want to read it. And you will get a new stream and you can display the elements. This is clear, right?
Right.
Okay, now for the same example, I am going to write one more time. So with a little bit change. So far we saw only single stream, correct?
Right.
Did you see this? How many bars is there? Only one stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a concept called parallel stream. So now let me comment out. Now for a single stream, there is an advantage, correct? Why? Because we can able to take elements here and here and here and here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a concept called parallel stream. So double performance. So what is the purpose of parallel stream? So it will create multiple streams like this. The entire data will be split into separate streams. So you can take data from here, here, and here, here. So like that. It will be split the entire work into sub modules. But each module having sub streams, correct?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is very fast, right? Parallel stream compared to the single stream.
Right.
So 100 elements is there, maybe it will create 4 streams, which is having, each is having 25 elements. So then you can take the data, correct? This is very fast, right? Parallel stream.
Mm-hmm.
So either you can go for a single stream or a parallel stream. So that is up to you. So now I am using parallel stream, correct?
Right.
Now if I see the output, then you will understand why we need it. Did you see the elements, how it is displaying the order? Order
Mm,
is not a matter, right? Order is, it's not displaying properly, correct?
right.
So here meaning multiple threads are working to retrieve the data. That's what you will see the correction. Multiple streams are processing parallelly. But you are retrieving the data very fast, but multiple people are working. Did you see this data? Did you see the data is in a similar order?
Right.
It's not in the same order, right? It's in zigzag order. Did you see this? 70 is there, and here 67 is there, 92 is there. Meaning, so here multiple people are working to retrieve the data, correct? The work will be finished very fastly, but multiple people are retrieving the data wherever it's possible. They will pick the data and they will display it. They don't care we are following sequence or not. Here there is no sequence, but the work will be finished very fastly. Maybe this one will take 10 seconds, but this one will take only 5 seconds or 6 seconds. So that is the advantage of parallel stream. So you
Right.
can convert the entire list into the parallel stream, and you can apply the filter if at all if you want, and then display the data. So this is also one of the major features available in JDK 1.8 streams. Inside the collections, they have introduced streams, this enhanced for loop. So majorly they targeted on collections and threads in JDK 8. It is clear, right?
It's by confusing, but yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it may confusing, but only these methods you have to remember. These methods and how to use. So because this programming language will give always a lot of confusion. JDK 8.
Mm-hmm. Because it's just a It changed a lot.
Yes,
With
it
it.
changed a lot. The programming style is giving a lot of confusion, but it will give very lot of benefits.
Okay.
So if you want to do the same thing by using plain what is it, Java, what you have to write one for loop for this one. For I equals 0, I less than ln. If x greater than 100, then we have to create one more subset.
All right.
That many conditions we have to write. So here we are going to eliminate one big for loop. Say for instance, here in this list 100 elements is there. If at all if you want to retrieve the elements which is having the value more than 50, what you will do? You will write one more for loop and you will check each element is having a value is greater than 50 or not. Correct?
Right.
If it is greater than 50, you will take that element and you will add into new list. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
But here we are not writing any for loop. We are eliminating all those conditions and we are retrieving the data as per your condition.
Right.
Okay, these are the some features available in JDK 8. Mustafa, it's clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. These are simple only, but it will give confusion. But you need to visit the video one or two times, then it will be very easy for you. But try to understand this one and keep in your wherever your CV or wherever. This is very important for you. If you say no JDK 8, I mean because nowadays people are they're mentioning JDK 8 is mandatory. Yes, yes. They are not asking 6 or 7. They will not ask 6 or 7. They will ask only 8. Previously they were asking only 5. Now they are asking only 8. People directly they are jumping from 5 to 8. They were not waiting. They are not migrating to 6, 7. Yeah, yeah. Well, because here there is a lot of cool features are available. Just the main function is the Java Lambda expressions. So that is one of the major example. It's clear, right? So what I will do, I will upload this example, these 3 files into the GitHub and this video, so you can visit. And if you have any questions, well, we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay, I'll pull up all these classes. I haven't been taken
Yeah.
those.
Yes, yes, you can visit all these videos. And if you have any questions, we will discuss tomorrow. We will see the remaining thread. The thread group is pending, so we will discuss tomorrow that one.
Okay.
Okay, we will connect